Good day and welcome. In today's video we shall learn how to create this animated aerial time-lapse. It was shot on Mavic Air 2, but it can be done with any drone that has time shot functionality. If you want to see why I captured this exact scenery, then stick around. For all you who are here just to see the tutorial, skip ahead to this part.
Actually, funny story about that. In that building I had my first cigarette. I was about 9 or 10 years of age. I have a brother and sister, and when they were smaller we had nannies, and one of the nannies was a special one. She blackmailed me. She was a real snake. One day she asked me if I have done something that my parents don't know about, and I thought, oh, she's the cool nanny, I can talk to her and I can tell her my secrets. And I told her that, yeah, I have once smoked a cigarette. At first she was like, okay, cool, but then she said, oh, I will tell your father if you don't do that. And that was the day when she started to blackmail me. And she was doing it for a while until one day I got sick of it, and she said, like, do that or I will tell your father that you have had a smoke. That day I said, okay, I will tell him myself. My father took me to the swim practice, and on my way there I got really emotional and started crying in the car. I was 11 or 12, or no, I think 11. And told him that, yeah, I have tried a cigarette, and the reaction he had was really funny. Well, now that I look at it, it's really funny, but at that point I was like, I didn't know what to say, but it worked, because he said, once I told him that I have had a smoke, he said, your health, do whatever you want. And from that day on, I took it that way. My health, I do whatever I want, but, well, it's my health. I have to take care of my health. So, yeah, that's why I tend to live a healthy lifestyle. We are here. I have to clean this garden. I have to make some roads for my grandmother to be able to walk, because she is not able to do it herself, and I have to help her. So, yeah, let's clean this snow away. But I have a really cool, an interesting thing I think I will do. I will also capture a hyperlapse of me doing it, so it's going to look really cool. By the way, I grew up here. This garden, this is my childhood home. And this sofa, for many years I was sleeping on this one because I didn't have my own room, and I was just sleeping on a sofa in the big room. And that right there is the river Daugava. A wonderful river, the longest in Latvia, and a really cool place to be swimming when it's the summertime. Let's go and say hello to my grandmother. So much snow! Alrighty. Job well done. And check this wonderful view. And look, the sun is shining there on the river, on the frozen river right there, and there's no sun there, and some sun rays on top of the ice. Wonderful. Here comes the lens flare. Where are you at? All right, let's go get that lens flare. It seems that it's strong enough. Come on, lens flare. Come on. Haha! Beautiful. A view worth living. Ah, yeah, got some reflective lens flares as well. Oh, beautiful. I just really enjoy anamorphic lens flares. I know some people think that those are distracting, and I just like them. I just really enjoy anamorphic lens flares. They're wonderful.
Now the tutorial part. You will need to capture some aerial photos using the timed shot feature. If your quickest interval is 10 seconds on Mavic Air 2 or 5 seconds on DJI Mini 2, then you probably have JPEG plus RAW photo capturing turned on. Switch to JPEG only to access faster intervals. Then place your drone in the desired position, compose your shot and fly a bit higher, because the drone will be moving around and we will need to stabilize the footage, and it will crop in. That is also the reason why you want to take photos instead of video, because then you have more resolution to play around with. Take in mind that 25 photos will give you 1 second of time-lapse video. That is if you edit in 25 frames per second timeline. If you edit in 30 frames per second, then 30 photos it is. Now we shall open our editing software. I will be using Premiere Pro. We will start with selecting all of the captured photos and dragging them into a new sequence. Then we will select all of them and right-click to access the speed controls. Select Ripple Edit and change the duration to 0. That will make the photos 1 frame long. Now we can see our time-lapse, but it's all over the place. Time to stabilize it. To do that, let's select all of them again and nest them into a nested sequence and add the warp stabilizer. In the effects panel, change the stabilization result to no motion. That will create a static version of our time-lapse that we can start animating. Now let's create a new 16:9 4K sequence and let's drag in the time-lapse sequence. I adjusted the position to where I wanted the time-lapse to start. Now add keyframes to scale, position and rotation. Move a bit further into the time-lapse and add another keyframe to scale, position and rotation. And adjust the scale, position and rotation to your liking. Then let's make the keyframes do their thing smoothly. Now let's nest the sequence again and duplicate it by pressing Alt and then dragging the sequence away. This will duplicate it. On Mac, it's the Option key. Then let's reverse the duplicated sequence so that we can loop this shot. And now let's nest the duplicated reversed sequence again because we want to do some speed ramping, and speed ramping doesn't go together with reversed shots. Now right-click on this first sequence and choose Show Clip Keyframes, then Time Remapping. Now we can add start and end points to our speed ramp using the pen tool that can be accessed by pressing P. Then go back to Select tool by pressing V and drag this line up. This will make the speed in the sequence faster. Now we can make the speed up effect gradual by moving these things to sides, and then make the gradual speed up ease in by twisting these things right here. Play around with it so that it looks good to your eye. And then repeat the process for the other one. And that's it. That is how you create this animated time-lapse using your drone and Premiere Pro. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.